Hello, welcome to KYA here on Top TV. My name is William Sabwile and I'm really excited to have you join me here. Hope you've been following our series of profiling of politicians running for the 2023 general elections, especially that of the presidential seat. And I hope it has also helped you. At least by now, you should have picked a candidate that you would love to vote for come the 2023 general elections, because that's the whole idea of this program, bringing you the profile of these politicians beyond their names. A lot of Nigerians don't know who these people are, don't know what they've been about and why they are running for the seat of power come 2023. So this is going to help you, with all of that information and also make an informed decision when you go out to vote at the general elections. So today we'll be bringing you the profile of another very astute politician, powerful man already in government. So if you want to know who that person is, you stay tuned. Right after this break, we'll get into the profile.
Have you registered for your permanent voter's card? I mean, your PVC. There is a Nigeria we all seek, a place where love, peace, security, and unity can reign supreme.
Waste no time. We want a country where peace and justice will be the order of the day.
Unfortunately, there's a problem. One big challenge this generation has to solve.
Our country cries for help every day. We need able and capable hands to lead and direct.
These capable hands can be you. Have you gotten your PVC? Have you registered for the ongoing voting process? Don't say your vote does not count. Yes, it does.
Have you gotten your PVC? Your apathy towards Nigeria's electioneering process will further inhibit our collective growth and development as a nation. Your refusal to participate and engage will keep us at a standstill. So be intentional.
I have my PVC. Your votes, your voice would go a long way in preventing absolute destruction of this country and the future of our children, the hope of tomorrow.
The 2023 Nigerian elections are just around the corner. Go out and get heard. Don't forget, your vote, your voice. This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
All right, welcome back from that break and thank you for staying with us. I've been joined by Mr. Victor Sioko and we'll be doing this together.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Mr.
Thank
Victor.
you.
Thank you for always making it here to the program. And to our viewers, thank you for staying tuned. All right, today we'll be talking about this man, YEMI OSIBANJO, or let me say his title as it were, Professor YEMI OSIBANJO, our current vice president. So let's see what his identity card is about. All right, he was born as Oluyemi Oluleke OSIBANJO on the 8th of March, 1957. He's aged 65 years of age. His place of birth is Lagos State, Nigeria, and is a card-carrying member of the All Progressive Congress. His highest level of education is London School of Economics, LLS. Well, if you must know, he also has other degrees, but I mean, this is the highest level of degree in his pursuit of education. All right, his occupation, he's a politician, lawyer, and also a pastor. He's a Christian by religion, but his firm was also bought by a group. Yes, our able vice president's firm was bought by a group, just like many other politicians. We always say that here on the show. Oh, Mr. Victor, what do you say about his identity card?
Yeah, so as you can see, he has a very clean slate.
Yeah.
He's a politician, he's a lawyer, and he's also a pastor, meaning that he has it all round, okay? And he's well educated, mind you. He's an economist, and he has also proven in one way or the other that he is grounded in that area.
Yeah.
Where I'm having some issues with him is with respect to age. He's almost hitting the 70 mark.
Yeah.
Okay. And right now in Nigeria, we are so cautious about ages for our leaders.
Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, his phone was bought by a group. I am not shocked in his own case because he has had some issues with not the law, not the court. Nobody charged him to case. So mind you, in 2015, he had there was this donations that came into his account, his company account though, and you know, by law, you are not supposed, a politician vying for a position is not supposed to be receiving monies above 1 million naira. But in his own case, there was 200 million naira paid into his account in three tranches, 50 million, 100 million, and another 50 million. And fortunately for him, the EFCC, the ICPC did not come for him. And I believe, yes, there was so much fuse in the air. So I believe this time around, he is not willing to make that mistake. So that's why you can see his funds were bought by a group.
All right, interesting one. Moving on, let's go into his portfolio. Yes, he is the 14th and current Vice President of Nigeria. Previously, he has also served as the Attorney General of the Lagos State from 1999 to 2007. He also holds the title of Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Well, he has also been in the scene for a while. What do you say?
Yes. So from being from serving the state, Lagos State, he was elevated to become a vice president of the country. Actually, it wasn't by his making, because he was not even lobbying or canvassing for such position. He was just in a hotel room, and lo and behold, the powers that be, the APC lords as of then, they were able to come together and say, see, we want this man to become the vice president of this country. More like become running mate before being sworn in as the vice president. So now, Tinubu, who is his godfather, mind you, he served under his reign as the governor of Lagos State. So, Tinubu wanted to become the vice president from reports. Unfortunately for Tinubu, Buhari didn't like the idea because he is a Muslim. Tinubu is a Muslim, Buhari is a Muslim. So they thought that Muslim ticket wouldn't sell. So what was the best option for them? That's the boss here for you. Yeah.
Interesting. And could it also be that because of his track record as an efficient, Attorney General of Lagos State, that also put him in the fore when they were looking for a suitable candidate for that position? No doubt, I mean, from his records as a vice president, he has done very well, So let's go to some of the highlights of his career. All right. OSIBANJO is the pastor in charge of the Lagos Province 48 Olive Tree Provincial Headquarters of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. President Goodluck Jonathan conferred on OSIBANJO the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger on the 28th of May, 2015. All right, so he's a pastor, a very successful one at that, and still a pastor till date. What do you say to his highlights?
Yes, like I said, he's a very committed Christian, so he's also a pastor. And in as much as the pastor, being a pastor, might be not so favorable for him from some aspect of some part of the citizens, because they be like, pastor, many things are going so wrong in the society. In Nigeria, many a times you don't speak out. We expect you to be very vocal as a pastor, and when you see white, you call it white. When you see black, you call it black. I think that's for some persons in our midst. But coming to being conferred as a Grand Commander of the Order of Niger, you find out that this came just a day before Goodluck Jonathan left office. If you can see, this is 28th May, and 29th May is usually the
handover day.
The handover day. And that should also tell you that Goodluck is somebody that respects him so much as the former president of this country.
Yes. Yeah. And I agree with him. I mean, if you ask me, in my opinion, I have very high regards for our VP. I mean, he's a very, very efficient person, and the way he carries himself, you will know that, yes, he's good to go. More of his highlights, we see that he was the acting president while Buhari went abroad. YEMI OSIBANJO's law firm, Simmons Cooper, was linked to an offshore money laundering front Ocean Trust Limited. So he has also had his fair share of, some scandal of some sort. What do you say to that?
Okay, yes, you mentioned about the Simon Cooper and the Ocean Trust deal.
Yeah.
Okay, mind you, beforehand, himself and his leader, being Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they already have, some Nigerians see him as somebody that has really covered up the former governor of Lagos State with respect to some financial, in quote, crimes, okay? So, but let's not just only be, I will not just say negative, okay? It's report and report is report, okay? But also, I want Nigerians to also note that this man, in his own capacity, helped in fighting corruption. Mind you, there is an ongoing case, in fact, not even during, there's an ongoing case with a company from the West, P&ID. P&ID, they were more like a company that got a contract from Nigeria. The contract was that they will contain the flaring gas. You know, it's a common thing, especially in Niger Delta, that we just waste
the gas,
gas, okay? So the government of Goodluck Jonathan, as at then, had to make an open appeal to calling companies, international brands, to come and help Nigeria capture this oil, capture this gas rather, then convert it into energy, just so that it will also help in building our power grid, the national grid rather.
Yeah.
So this company came forth, submitted their documents, and it was approved. So part of the deal was that Nigeria will do its own part of the deal, meaning that provide the necessary atmosphere, provide the necessary pre-site movement and all that.
Yeah.
Clear up the road, let us come and invest, bring in our equipment and all that, and start doing the job. But along the line, Nigeria did not meet up their own side. Okay? Then the P&ID came forth and slammed Nigeria with a damage case, as in slammed them with a bill to pay, because that they already have spent money.
Yeah.
They even said that they've spent $40 million in preparing to move in. So this company requested that Nigeria will pay them damages. And along the line, it was almost uhuru, almost time for Nigeria to start making these payments. From the idea of this man you see, he came out to find out that this company, the so-called company, the P&ID company, that they are not even well documented, that they are not even qualified from their documents to get this contract. So they had to go back to the agreement and found out that this was fraud. The company had no investment whatsoever in the country. That they even said that they spent 40 million. Oh yeah, show us evidences to say that they spent it. Yeah. There was no evidences. Although the case is still in court, and by January 2023, the case will continue. But as it stands, Nigeria is now in a comfortable place because of we were able to get bright lawyers that were able, he came in, bright lawyers that were able to pull out the case, renegotiate stuff, and as it stands, it's moving in their favor. Yeah. And this is what we are talking about, is 10 billion naira. If Nigeria loses this case, Nigeria will pay these guys 10 billion naira.
And that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, I agree with you. And that just tells you how smart and bright, the person of Professor YEMI OSIBANJO is.
And his team.
And like we said from the beginning, he's very learned, and being a lawyer, a very successful lawyer for many years. I mean, it just shows that even as a vice president, he has been really, doing his part very well. All right, moving on, let's go into his declarations and plans. Why is he running? He says, I know and understand our hopes, aspirations, and fears from a place of relatable proximity. And I believe in those hopes and aspirations are the seeds for the great Nigeria that we all desire. And that's why he's running. Do you agree with him?
Well, from his statement, like I always tell you from other statements, you find out that these persons are not trying to tell you that they are trying to do something so new. Because, especially the APC aspirants, they're not trying to tell us that they're trying to do something new. They try to use some guided statements to also let us know that Buhari has made the way. It's now for them to continue from his successes and deliver Nigeria.
Interesting one. All right, let's go into the politics and predictions for OSIBANJO. How far do you see him going? You know, looking at the fact that he's also in the current administration and he has been in the corridors of power for 8 years. How far do you see him going?
Okay, from the move in the air and the aura of the air, I see him as someone that will win come this weekend. The APC primaries. I see him as someone that will clinch the ticket.
Wow.
Okay, reason you ask me, from rumors from the presidency, they see him as somebody that can hold on tight with the framework, the policies of the president, the current president. And mind you, the president has made it clear that he wants somebody that can continue from where he stops. Okay? And he seems to be the person because he's in there with the president. He's the second person in Aso Rock. So I think that, and mind you, there have not been so much tensions, in as much as there were a period when the president traveled and he was able to do his own deed, in as much as the cabals or the the caucus of the president didn't really like some moves that he made.
He almost got killed. He almost got killed about that time too. He had a plane accident there, but thank God he survived.
Yes, the head of DSS was sacked because of, will I say, he overshowed his power by clamping down on the National Assembly. Mind you, at a time they even had to lock the gates of the highest chamber in the country. So that was an opportunity for him to market himself, and I think that he was able to market himself. Mind you, that was when ease of doing business was announced. Remember, registering for company then was very high, but he came and he smashed it. As in, he slashed it to the barest minimum. That some persons were even registering their companies for just 5,000. And what did that do? That also called all these small-scale, medium businesses. They were able to come and get registered. And you know what that means? It will bring taxes to the coffers of the government. That aside, he was able to trim down some heads of parastatals there that were so overpowerful, doing things outside the law, like the DSS. The head of DSS came to the National Assembly and he shut it down. He couldn't allow the lawmakers to go in and have their session. In as much as they were having some rancor in there were some turmoil going on with the lawmakers. But that was against the law. And the vice president, being an acting president there, was able to mellow things down, and he removed the head. Same thing happened in the aviation industry with the NCAA. He was able to also, will I say, withdraw the ineptitude leaders that were there because he came to do an inspection, and mind, he would just come in without announcing. He would just come in, and once he sees some things are wrong, he will call the leaders. The ones that you find out that it is total negligence with respect to the airport authority. He came there and noticed that there were some ill procedures that were going on, some machines that were not serviced, all manner of excuses. He came and he removed the then leaders. And you find out he was able to, will I say, without some irresponsible and weak leaders. And you find out that's what Nigeria also needs. Some persons manning some positions are supposed to be removed because they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. Okay? So he has shown some level of loyalty to the current president.
Yes, I agree.
And I think from all this, I think he is the preferred candidate.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
The primaries is almost here, and I believe by weekend we should know who will become the
it will
flag
become
bearer
clear
of-
to all of us. But
the
yes,
APC.
I totally agree with you. Professor YEMI OSIBANJO, as the vice president, has been one of a kind, and he has proven to many Nigerians that being a VP can be a lot more than just, you know, being a figurehead. He hasn't been a figurehead kind of VP. He has been active, and like you pointed out, when they gave him the opportunity to run the country for a while, he proved that yes, Nigeria has the potential to really move forward from where we are. And like we always say on the program, let the best man win. We wish him all the best in his pursuit, and you know, we don't know whether our predictions will be right, but come, you know, the weekend when the All Progressive Congress will be having their primaries elections, we'll get to know all of this. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor. And to our viewers, want to thank you for staying with us up to this time on the program. Do well to subscribe to this channel. If it's the first time you're seeing this video, you need to click on the subscribe key. Don't forget to also turn on the notification. That will help you get notified whenever we come up with a new profile of a new aspirant. So till next time I come your way again, this has been KYA, Know Your Aspirants, here on TAF TV. My name is William Sabule. See you next time.